as that was rolling, I was thinking I probably don't need my intro to be 30 seconds. Like, probably can only be like 15 seconds. Anyways, what's up, everyone? Welcome to, I guess it would be my regularly scheduled Work in Progress After Dark podcast, but it's kind of a special one. We're doing more My Hero Academia talk. We're talking about the first core of season 6 of My Hero Academia, and today I'm joined by very special guests from Dip Down Games and Anime. We've got Amber and Stevie Ray. It's always a pleasure to have you and always a pleasure to talk to you. So thank you for being here. How are you guys doing?
Doing amazing. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man. Doing phenomenal. The holiday seasons are over. And if you work in retail, it sucks.
Yeah. So what have you guys been up to lately besides working in retail during the holidays?
Man, just getting back on track, revamping everything, and just getting back into the grind.
Yes.
Retail's a little bit draining, so I kind of had to take a step back. But yeah, getting anime going, getting the game channel going again, and just kind of grind.
Have you guys been watching anything of note besides My Hero Academia lately?
Gosh, we've been getting into Lookism. It's been the latest thing that we've been kind of watching right now. And Valheim is what I think that's what it's called. Valheim?
For gaming?
I might be making that up.
No,
No,
not Valheim. It's
I'm just making that up.
Vinland Saga.
Thank you.
Vinland Saga.
It's one of those.
Oh my god!
I don't know where I got the other name from, so just ignore that part.
And Stevie Ray, it looks like your camera has frozen.
You're frozen.
Oh no! I'll fix it.
I thought he was just trying to be a model.
He's doing a good job. Yeah.
Really.
I'm also.
He's got that blue steel.
It's like the perfect time to freeze you, really. So I mean, it's good. Yeah, it's good. That's good. Yeah.
Don't worry, I will fix it.
It could be a lot worse. So I mean, that's the perfect time.
Yeah, Vinland
While he works
Saga.
on that, I'm also joined by my regulars, Jeremiah and Casey. How are you guys doing this evening?
No,
Doing
not too
good.
bad. Not too bad.
I see the newness has already shaken off. Like special guests, like, oh hey, I'm in that too. Like, oh, it ain't that special anymore. Yeah, DLC's here. Like,
well, remember
Daylight
Jeremiah, we
sells it.
bought you guys, so.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Massive takeover. It was actually a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Basically, what happened was there's like this inside joke that Dudeless Chat bought us and we bought them. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah.
Big steps, Yeah.
So Jeremiah and Casey, what have you guys been watching anything of note lately?
Oh, I've honestly been rewatching what is it? The World of Dating Sims is Hard for Mobs. That's actually become one of my favorite really good, surprisingly good animes. I love the storyline to it. It reminds me of Bo Fury, but with like mechs. And I actually love it. So other than that,
it's like a weird turn.
Yeah,
Dating sim mechs. Like,
right.
Are we hogging that?
Trust me, like as I was watching it, I was like, okay, this is weird. It's a dating sim, and like he acts like it is a dating sim, and the whole thing is like the main character hates all of the guys because he had to date them in the dating sim in order to complete the game, so he knows all about them, and he just hates them. That is so great.
That's beautiful, though.
So I've been watching that, and I've also I actually went through and watched. I was reincarnated into a sword.
Oh,
hey! So that one was actually pretty good.
Tabby and I finished that one too.
Nice.
That one's good. That one is good.
Very cute.
The English dub is horrible. I'm sorry, I can't stand it. So we didn't even go with that. But the sub is great.
We've only done sub.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, no, I respect it. I want to give everything a fair chance. Ever since Kill La Kill, so I do that. As for me, I've been watching enough YouTube shorts to have watched a full season of Yellowstone, so I might go actually watch that.
Hey, there you go.
Like, I just got done with season 3 of Peaky Blinders thanks to YouTube shorts, so I mean, we're good.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, yeah.
As for animes, we jumped into Moriarty the Patriot because of one sexy TikTok that I was like, that is exactly how I want to be, a villain. Like a sexy ass villain on a dining car, and so Moriarty the Patriot, reincarnated sword. I'm the villainess, and so I'm going to tame the Demon Lord. Is
I've
actually
heard of
really
that.
good. That one's
That one's
really
also
funny.
pretty good. I've caught in a couple
Okay.
episodes of that. That was pretty good too.
I gotta check it out.
We're going through that. 86 is a solo venture because Tabby said it's too dark for her and she wants comedy right now. And
Feel that.
and but then she proceeds to dive headfirst into Overlord season 4. No, women, come on now. Like, what was that? What was that?
It's a
I was
vibe,
like, 80
you know? Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's. I don't want the darkness you can bring. I want the darkness
Yeah, right.
I can bring.
Exactly.
And so,
you know, control. Yeah.
and so I know, like, so of course, Bleach. I was doing Bleach until
yes.
I was kicked out of a job, and so now, what do we do? But wait for Trigun's reimagining with
gosh.
Netflix. Dear God,
Oh,
Yes.
Amber's super
Cannot
excited
wait.
about that.
Cannot wait.
Trigun is my feel good anime.
Yeah.
Which we're going to bring up a whole feel good anime thing. But Trigun is my feel good anime. It's
Yes.
like there's not a single episode I can't watch where I'm just like, there we go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
That's beautiful. So yeah, actually a lot. I've been doing a lot. So, and then of course playing games where I can. So that was Persona 5. Trying to be the only Xbox player out here to finish it. So
No, they are too.
Oh, I haven't finished it. No.
oh,
I'm not
not
finished.
yet. We should do it together.
There we go.
Do it up, man.
So as for me, I've been rewatching Attack on Titan. I'm going through that again because
yeah.
I'm writing a
nice.
video for that. So I'm kind of rewatching it, and then just for Jeremiah, I'm rewatching Mushoku Tensei.
Brent, I'd like to take this time to note that no one asked you what you were doing. So
I was curious though. I just kept it inside. I was thinking it. I just kept it in.
It's just like my goal is to make Jeremiah cringe as much as possible. So it just whenever he kind of least expects it, I try to bring up that anime.
It's a good anime. It's just a bad anime. It's like,
have you guys watched that yet?
It sounds
Jobless
familiar.
Reincarnation.
No,
I don't
have
think
not.
so.
Okay.
The name is very familiar, but I don't think I've checked it out yet.
Have y'all ever seen Demon King Daimyo?
Mm-mm.
No,
Oh, damn.
no.
Okay, I wish so. That's an older one. So I equate the two, except for one has more. You have so Casey will understand. Well, no, but you watch Jobless. It don't matter. Either way, it's so good, but it's so bad. But it's so good. But
yeah,
no, I
can get that.
It's that Dave Chappelle. It saves, but it but it rapes. Like, I hate to say it, but and he saves more than he, but he's still. I hate that. I hate the fact that it is the best isekai story, the most unique isekai story I've heard of in the last probably 10 years.
Oh dang!
And there just happens to be a lot of pedophilia in it.
Oh.
Okay, but hang on.
That's
hang
rough.
on.
That's
he
rough.
has been
Thank you.
he has been reincarnated into a child. He's
touching other children.
He's just kept the soul of a mid-30-year-old.
Okay.
No,
40.
He's 40.
That's so rough.
He's 40. He is 40, sir.
That's so rough.
Yeah.
That's so rough.
Hey, we'll be right back. My computer wants me to restart. There's some drivers. Maybe that will fix the issue, but we'll be right
no problem.
back.
Oh no.
We'll just keep chatting here.
The anime itself is great. It really, the story is so unique. I think. Okay, good. She's gone. Don't you ever bring that up again, okay? They are innocent souls, okay? My God, what is wrong with you?
Now that we're still public but private from them, what are you doing?
We have a total of 3-4 friends, okay? We can't lose half of them talking about that. Okay.
So while we wait for them, one thing that I've been doing while rewatching Attack on Titan is I've been looking. So without spoiling anything for Casey, I've been looking for hints that about the specific characters that are spies. I've been looking for hints on those characters in the early seasons before it's revealed that they're like, bad guys. I use quotes because I don't really like to consider them bad guys. They're just sort of like brainwashed.
Casey, how far are you in Attack on Titan?
Not that far. I am on episode 1.
Oh no.
Okay, Brent, I'm gonna tell you right now. I called one spy and the main plot in the first episode.
We're gonna have to have a conversation about this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one is really easy because of his hair.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. As soon as I saw him, I was like, "Huh, that reminds me of Beefcakes Malone." And so I was like, "Must be Beefcakes Malone." But other than that, something else I called was every Titan invasion after that, and so we'll have to talk about this later.
Well, to be honest, the show is rather predictable up until the 4th season.
Mm-hmm.
But like in a good way, right? Like, I mean, like in a predictable shonen anime kind of way, right? Like, but then the 4th season decides to go is like, oh, world politics, oh, racism, oh, good people turning
bad. And I meant to tell you, I read Attack on Titan after season 2 finished. Like, I can't just stop here, so I just kept reading, and I got up until Eren was able to acquire the second to last Titan power. I don't remember which Titan it was though.
I read all of Attack. I'm pretty sure I read all of Attack on Titan in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, it will get you, and some parts are so fantastic and phenomenal, it keeps you going, and other parts are kind of like, I just got to power through this. This is so weird. I don't even care anymore. Like get off your high horse.
We're talking about how Attack on Titan goes from being predictable and weird in the span of a season separation.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, I have feels about Attack on Titan, man. I have some kind of feels.
So many.
We're all caught up, right? I'm not spoiling anything.
No, Casey's not. We might have to have a separate. We might have to have a separate conversation.
I was telling Brent that on the first episode, I called one spy and the major plot of the show. And that was the first episode when it first aired. And I just pointed out, I was like, huh, that's this person on the second a Titan invasion. And then, this is that person from the second one. It's just these other things. And by extent, kind of called one other person, but no one could have figured out who Massive Titan was. The man was bald. But for all I knew, he could have been the general. I was like, I have no idea who that bastard is.
Listen, let us know when you're ready to have a spoiler cast about Attack on Titan, because Amber and I have some feelings, and they are opposite feelings. We have to sleep in different bedrooms.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
We fight.
We could either do that right before season 4 premieres or right after season 4 ends, the final one. So I say we plan that for somewhere down the line. That gives Casey like maybe a chance to catch up and watch it all, and we can discuss it. We can discuss our feelings. Because I'm basically writing like a video on it about my complicated feelings towards it. Basically,
there's a lot.
Like I'm working on it right now. It's so weird. Anyways, we're all here now. Let's start talking about what we're all gathered here for. My Hero Academia season 6, Cour 1, the first 13 episodes, the Paranormal Liberation War Arc. I haven't heard from the Dip Down anime folks in a while. Let's hear what you guys have to say. Let's start with Stevie Ray. Stevie Ray, what were your thoughts on these first 13 episodes? Like some of your likes, some of your dislikes. Like what are you like? Where's your head at?
Hey man, I mean, all of it was just straight fire. I mean, just from the very first episode, just right off the rip, just getting right into the action. No, hey, let's talk about what the heck happened. No, let's just get into the madness. And I just love the pacing of it all. The pacing was great. When they need to dial back real quick for whatever little homage to whatever happened in the past, it was just enough to fill you in. And some of the highlights for me, my boy Dobby, my man is just playing 4-dimensional chess. and he is just he's made that season far. And I also will say I love seeing Shiggy become the villain that we always knew he could be.
Mhm.
I was just waiting for it. He was always getting his butt kicked. And I like villains. I like villains. As I've gotten older, I root less for the good guys and more for the bad guys.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
to be fair, My Hero Academia has some compelling villains.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I mean, the big one for me is Twice, right?
Mhm.
So
Oh, yeah.
like Twice very well could have been a powerful hero.
Yeah.
It's just like life dealt him a bad hand and he
Mhm.
got screwed over and over again. Society tore him down and he became he became like a product of of his environment, and unfortunately it was a negative environment. And so he had a mental breakdown that caused like a bunch of his copies to basically kill each other, and he was
So messed
living in
up.
fear that he was a copy his whole life.
Mhm.
But and so for me, seeing like it was like it was really sad to watch that episode where Hawks kills him. It was really and we're talking spoilers, people. If you sorry, we're here to talk. We're talking spoilers. If you haven't watched it, sorry. But and then of course Dobby is once again like he was driven to become a villain because Endeavor was an asshole.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Dobby
Um,
was a highlight for me, man. I mean, he just knocked it out the park. I even made a poll on our Dip Down Anime just to see what the feedback was. I was like, yo, who's the top villain right now in y'all's opinion? And I mean, it was just, granted, was he kind of off the momentum of the
Mhm.
episode? Sure. But like it was just knocked out the park. Dobby was just kind of crushing as the top villain for a majority of the votes for that. But yeah,
Did you guys see that coming?
no, man,
No.
No.
Not at all. Not me.
Someone in our comments called us casuals, so for not reading the manga. You know,
Ouch.
it's okay. I guess I'm a casual.
Well,
Call me a
you know,
casual. Okay,
I got to give you props for not knowing, like for not finding out, because it's been available information for 2 years.
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
mean, I try to just keep my head down.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No spoilers here.
Noobs.
Oh gosh.
Anything else from you, Stevie?
I mean that's pretty much it, man. I'm just excited to see where it goes. There's one thing that did get spoiled for me. You know, some stuff happens with Deku. I'm just kind of curious to see where that kind of starts tying in. I thought it was gonna happen when your boy Bakugo got it.
Gosh, that was hard.
Yo, Amber had some feelings that night when
It was rough.
Bakugo had his moment.
Mako Rising, bro. Like that was
Yeah.
a good episode.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
about to put it down though. I was like, if something happens to my guy, I don't know if I'm picking this back up again.
Amber was ready to give it all away, just to throw it all away, saying, "I'm done with this
Walking
show.
away."
I'm out."
What was it? I think we had a discussion about this several months ago where I think you guys were hoping to see some more stuff from Bakugo
Yes.
this season,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
just like that.
You're gonna get more. So
I'm
you're
looking
gonna get
forward to
more. Yeah.
Good.
Amber, what about you? What were some of your highlights? Was there anything that maybe you didn't like? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts so far?
Well, I never like it when anybody gets hurt, and so if everybody could just talk it out, and just everyone becomes friends,
Oh,
good
goodness
and bad
gracious.
guys, we just all hang out, then that would be like the best for me. But I know that's not going to happen. But but other than that, my favorite things were just all the surprise characters that came back. I mean, what? Oh
Genius
gosh,
and,
yes,
Lemillion,
yes.
yeah.
I mean that. I did not see that coming, and I mean, better timing. I mean,
Mhm.
Dobby was about to try and just tell, hey, so Hawks just did all this bad stuff, and here he comes, and he's like, I'm actually fine. So
Yeah.
it was just great timing. So I think that was probably my favorite part. As far as things that I didn't like, I mean, overall, I mean, the pacing, like you were saying, was amazing,
Mhm.
and so it just kept you just boom, 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 one after the other, and you got to see so many abilities, everybody's abilities, and you got to see everyone at their best, and so
Yeah.
I loved everything about it. I don't have any complaints.
It seems like season 6, even amongst like, yeah, like it seems like season 6 is like the best so far. From beside and it's only gonna get better.
Yeah.
Better.
Looking
Mhm.
forward to it.
I know. Casey, how about you? I know that we talk every week, but just kind of reiterate to us like some of your favorite parts, and yeah.
Oh my goodness, there was too many parts to consider my favorite. Honestly, I do love the whole thing with Twice. Like, I love his betrayal, but at the same time, like the way that he looks when he dies, he looks like a hero. And I think I even brought this up when we talked about it beforehand, where it's like at that point in the war, you can't really tell who the heroes and who the villains are. And so that's what this whole season about. It's more of a war of ideologies rather than who is actually the hero and who is the villain. It's more along the lines of why. And it's also just, it's coming across to even the kids, because the kids are now starting to question themselves as well. Like, are we doing what's right? Are we not? Like, what is right? And how far is too far? And I just love that, because we're setting up for some pretty big darkness. I want to say, like, just some kind of dark drama is definitely going to rear its ugly head.
Oh no.
Well,
I'm here for it. I'm for it.
So like
That drama.
the basically this right now we are officially transitioning from the second act into the third act. So we're in the by episode 4 or 5 of the second core, we will officially be in the third and final act of the overarching story of My Hero Academia. So it's only natural for like this to be the dark time, because the second act always ends with like a major loss. So we just had our Empire Strikes Back moment. So Jeremiah, like, how about you?
This is a terrible anime. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Sucks.
Yeah, everything about this season has kept me on my seat. And though it's so basic, I know we brought it up the last time Dip Down Game was here, but but the fact that it's like you never really know where it's going to end. The episode to episode, the fights, we didn't know who was going to come out victorious, who wasn't. You know, the fight between Dobby and Hawks and Twice, for instance, since we're bringing up Twice, where it's like he's killing him while getting stabbed at the same time, while Twice is stabbing another hero to save his friends. Like, my goodness, you know, like these things really got me, because a lot happened in every episode. I was really happy they showcased pretty much everybody. Like
Yes.
every hero got a moment, whether it be their first or last, or first and last.
Right.
It was like it was a very well done thing. You know, I feel bad for your poll. I like how no one's talking about how Gigantomachia literally carried half of this season.
Right.
Literally
Dude,
carried
man.
half the season on his
Right.
shoulders.
Why?
Like, what? Like, the man took out more heroes than everybody else. But you know,
Yeah,
sure, Dobby, sure, he bleached his hair, but
Flashy, you know?
kind of
Flashy,
pisses
man.
me off a bit, honestly. But like, if I can talk about the hatred in my heart right now, like I was like, really? Like, was number 2 Gigantomachia? Are we just gonna forget about him because he's there?
Yeah, man. No love.
None.
No love for the
Like
big man.
literally none of this would have been possible without him. Not one piece of what happened would have been possible without him. I'm sorry, Shigaraki was strong, but without him showing up to help, Shigaraki was caught. You know, without him waking up and doing his job, Shigaraki was caught, and all of them. Like, come on now, number 1 villain. Let's get to Machia, guys.
The people spoke. The people spoke. They said
People be wrong, okay? Like, people believe back in 1960s, fat people took in more air than skinny people. Don't get me started. How wrong people can be. Like that's my whole job about how wrong people can be. But no, it was a very good show. It kept us on our on the edge of our seats. It's I feel like Bleach still took a lot of the hype with it, but I feel like they both stood strong and kept everybody's
yeah.
attention going. Obviously, My Hero's doing better than Bleach right now since they're coming back.
Oh yeah.
Like soon, and I gotta wait 6 whole months. But yeah, since we've talked a lot about it, I would say the ending and how it ended was exactly how I knew it was going to go. I see someone who needs to be saved. It's like, God damn it, boy, just kill the lad, like save him in hell, like it's there was so much, and then like losing certain people. Mr. Compress. Oh my, I've loved Mr. Compress. I am really sad, and hopefully he's still. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were saying that he was pretty much dead there, but
Are you sure?
I hope not. I hope not.
Right.
But I mean, the man literally, my final act takes part of his left butt cheek out of himself. Like, I've never done that for anyone, really. Like, that's true love right there. So,
is Midnight gone? Do you know is Midnight? Is she done?
She can't be.
We'll find out specific
out.
character fates in this.
I mean, everything just alluded to her being gone. It had to, like
They got to do that.
It was
though.
gloomy. It had a little mask on the ground. It wasn't looking good.
She just dropped it. That's all. She just dropped it.
She just dropped it.
She's gonna come pick it up.
So here's some of my thoughts. Right. So bad animation, too many still frames. Just too much still frames.
Hey, that's your 7
bad
deadly
animation.
sins. That's your
story makes no sense.
Sins review.
Nothing
Like the source material.
Yeah, exactly.
Trash.
The dub sucks.
Yeah.
Bakugo's Japanese voice actor sounds like
Hey, don't go too far here.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, that's where I draw the line.
I'm basically reiterating all of like the weird nitpicks that I saw on Twitter. About
really?
Really?
It's a
People
dangerous
were saying that?
Dangerous
Dangerous.
place.
Twitter is a dangerous place.
Yeah.
Twitter is a dangerous place.
Yo, angry people have a Twitter account.
Yes.
You hear that, Britt? Angry people got a Twitter.
No, yeah. As I think I've mentioned to all of you guys at one point or another, I've been looking forward to this season since I started reading the reading the manga last year. I've been really looking forward to this season. I think because I know that I was talking with you guys, Stevie Ray and Amber, throughout the whole season. Is like, I want to get you on for this episode. I want to get you on for that episode. And unfortunately, it didn't quite always work out, especially with my trip to California. It was all kind of a jumbo mess. But like I was so bummed that I couldn't have you guys on for Dobby's Dance, because that was like my favorite episode this season.
So good.
Yeah.
I rewatched it like 5 times. Like I watched it a couple times. I watched it a couple times subbed, and I've watched it a few times dubbed. And they're both absolutely amazing. Katsuki Bakugo Rising, so good.
Yes.
It was like,
do you watch in different languages too?
Do I watch it in different languages?
Did you watch it just for the hell of it? Just like, I'm gonna watch this in Spanish and French and just.
Have you ever watched the anime in Spanish though? That stuff is really good. I
see
so good.
Yes,
I've heard that Arabic dubs are insane.
Really?
I might have to see if I can find it dubbed in Arabic, because like I've heard that Arabic dubs are crazy. But yeah, actually, I think I talked to Jeremiah about this. And this is not as a manga reader, Dobby's Dance, I absolutely preferred it in dub, simply because so in the manga, Dobby says, so the way that Crunchyroll like translated the dialogue, Dobby says something's like, well, I'll tell you he's like, Angie, he's like, Dad, you've been doing this thing, but I gotta
you can't
say,
escape your past.
he's like, you
Or
can't
you
escape
can't.
your past.
Yeah.
But in
You
the
reap what you
manga,
sow and
it
all that,
reads,
yeah.
in the manga, it reads, the past never dies. And it's just this iconic
Oh.
image of him just
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
the past never dies. And then the dub, and I was so disappointed that's not how it was translated in the sub. But the dub decided to do the past never dies line, and I was so excited because
Really? We have to go back and watch
kinda
that.
Yeah,
like
we're gonna
this-
have to do that.
yeah, you should like, I would suggest watching watch the big 3 episodes of this season dubbed. Watch the Hawks vs. Twice episode, really good. Watch Katsuki Bakugo Rising and Dobby's Dance.
Okay, we're gonna have to do that.
They like, I will say though, like the Japanese voice actor for Dobby delivered it in a way that I thought was really, really special. Like it was sinister, but like compelling. But then like the way that the dub did it was just pure manga fan service for me. It was just
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah, it just like it, just how the lines were delivered and translated. That past never dies line is super important to me. It's just
Yeah.
kind of like this super iconic image, and I was really glad that they did it that way. So, and then yeah, of course, Mirio coming back, that was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so unfortunately I got to leave Jeremiah out of the segment because he is red on. He's red on.
I said I would wait till the end of the fight and then I'd read on for Brent, and then apparently surprised him because I went like a whole 50 chapters in 2 hours. Like, yeah, if I got time, I'm just gonna read, bro. Like,
Oh, man.
So
it's really good. It's really good.
Amber, what do you think is going to happen next?
Oh, geez.
What would you like to happen next? Like, what do you think?
I can answer that for her. She wants them to all sit on a petal of flowers.
Yeah,
Eating a picnic.
Gather the Dragon Balls, revive everyone
Yes.
who's died.
That would be great. This sounds
Eat
good.
a bunch of sensu beans. They're all good.
Yeah, just talk it out.
You
know?
and
I feel like
my
we could.
wife would get along just fine. We'd have to see eye to eye with that. I will to this day believe that Beyond the Boundary without its movie is the worst anime of all time, despite how beautiful it is and how unique the story is. You don't just you don't just the power of writing and suddenly they're alive again. Don't explain it. Everyone's just happy, like, oh, cool. Yeah, no, F this
Amber's
anime,
so
never
cool
again.
with just random revivals. She's just
Yeah,
so cool
my
with it.
wife was like, "That's so beautiful." I was like, what's beautiful about
What are
that?
you talking about?
Like, how
I'm
was she
completely
doing
fine.
on top of that roof? Like, I watched her die. Like,
But we're happy, okay? That's what matters.
I had to take her back to Scrubs season 3. Dead people should stay dead. You know, like,
No.
Preach.
Yeah, you're all about that.
no, my thing is like I want a suspension of belief when it comes to it. You know, like if we so I love Bleach, but one thing I seriously could not stand is the fact that man has spilled more blood than 5 blood banks in Tokyo, and he still fights on. And I'm like, at one point you just got to realize it's not even blood at this point, man. It's just got a ketchup fetish, and he's just throwing it. Makes everybody think he's hitting him. So my thing is when stuff like that happens, it frustrates me. I understand fiction,
100%.
but at least have some stupid explanation. Like Familiar of Zero got away with it in season 2 because, oh, hey, big boobed elf has powers. It's like, don't know who she is, but she apparently revived him from the dead. Sure. Like,
yeah, man.
But guys, I don't try to spoil Beyond the Boundary. I'm just saying, if you do watch that, please, I beg you, watch the movie afterwards because the movie ties it all together. Don't just stop there. It was the worst anime ever. Sorry.
I'm gonna have to do it now. I'm gonna have to do it just to find out.
I really can't
Yeah.
stand when they do like this huge build up, this huge cinematic scene, and the person dies, and they go on, the battle's over, and you hear like,
But they're there. But then they're there.
yeah, and
Yeah.
or you like you see a finger wiggle. I'm like, why did we do any of this?
I love that.
Understand, I've never liked the true ending of Code Geass. I've never liked how he was in the cart at the end. I'm like, but no. Dead.
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Whoa.
Spoiler for a 25-year-old anime?
Okay,
Come
fair enough,
off it,
fair enough.
bro.
Yeah, that's,
Like-
that's a good point. That's a good point.
So yeah, like Amber, what are you thinking for the next 12 episodes?
Well, I mean, we saw a lot of people get hurt, so I'm hoping we're gonna go to like our little hospital area, and everybody's gonna be doing okay. We're gonna see Midnight there. She's gonna still be all spunky and everything, have all of her gear back and stuff, and be good. So I'm hoping we're gonna see a lot of people that looked really bad be okay. And I'm good with that.
Okay.
And then other than that, like I'm hoping to see a lot more. I mean, you already said Bakugo, we're going to see some good things. And so that's what I'm really hoping for. I want to see a lot more build up with him. He did a lot of amazing stuff already. And then Deku, I want to see some build up with his abilities. I really want to see that.
Okay. Stevie Ray, what about you?
Before I answer, how many parts are left in this? So we got to do part 1, about to do part 2, and how many more?
So season 6 consists of 25 episodes, a 13 first course, 12 second core. Are you talking about just total content altogether? Like,
yeah, total content. Yeah. Because I don't know what happened. So
at the rate that the manga is going right now, of course, there's naturally going to be a season 7.
Okay.
Season 7 could be it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there'd have to be a season 8.
Or a finale movie.
That also true. There has to be something a little extra. Maybe they're gonna pull an Attack on Titan and leave a final like season 7 at
we don't
part
need that.
1.
We don't need
Yeah,
that.
Final season part 2.
Okay, so sorry, a little off topic here, but like so I had read all of Attack on Titan before season 4 part 2 aired, and as part 2 was airing, I was just like, they're gonna do, it's like when I figured out where part 2 was ending, I was like, they're gonna do a part 4. Like, how are they gonna do part 4? There's like 8 chapters left. Like, there's 8 chapters left. I was like, what are they going to do? But I've heard that it's going to be 4 episodes. Each one's going to be an hour long, and apparently a new ending. Anyways, Stevie, sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No worries. I mean, okay, so now knowing where we're at and what's still left, I guess I just want to see more development with Dabi to see where that whole relationship goes, and then I want to see what happens with this internal battle between Shiggy and One for All, and just see the end of that. Where so that was one that totally threw me off. I did not see that whole betrayal of like, hey, I'm gonna take over your shit. I'm gonna take over your vessel. I was totally blindsided by that. So I want to see where those two things develop, and then I already know Deku goes unhinged. I want to see it happen. I want to know how bad it gets and how does he come out of it.
And you know what? You're going to get to see all of that. And you won't get all of that. You won't get all of the stuff that you want to see. You will eventually get to see it, but you're definitely going to get some of that stuff in the next 12 episodes. So,
okay, yes.
Nice.
Casey, what about you? What do you hope to see? Hello?
See his little waves.
I told you. He doesn't have to tell us when he's leaving. We don't know.
What's going on is his microphone is picking it up, but it's not coming through to us.
Oh.
Yeah, I see little waves. They're moving.
Yeah.
That's about it.
No,
Casey,
we can't hear you, Casey.
Flash once if you can hear us. Flash twice if you cannot.
That was 1.
No, that was me. I was trying to see if I can turn his mic back. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Darn.
No, we lost Casey.
No.
He's like talking, and his mic is doing something.
This
You'll
is
forever be here in
this
our
is karma.
hearts.
This is karma for calling us nerds because we don't read the manga.
He said no, just to be clear.
I still
Nerd
thought
would be
that,
nice.
while he kind of figures that out, I still think that's funny. What was it? They called you what in your comment section?
Casual.
Yeah,
Casual?
we're just casuals. Yeah, the comment section. One of them, they're like, "Wow, you guys are casuals." Because
No,
read the
reading
manga,
reading causes cancer. I don't care. Like,
Yeah, right?
So much of the anime community are casuals. Like,
Mhm.
I feel like I'm extra for reading the manga. Like, seriously. Like, I feel like I'm incredibly extra. I keep up with it every week. It's just like I'm like all hype about it. I have all the volumes in the back. Like, I feel extra. I have Funkos. I feel extra.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Awesome. Gotta love internet when it goes down sometimes.
So what do you think? What predictions? What do you want to see for the second core?
Oh, you already know. You already know what I want to see. You have a statue of it. All right. I am wanting to see it. Okay. I'm wanting to see the consequences and just the consequences within the mind and how it portrays outside.
Stevie Ray and Amber, have I shown you the statue that I have?
This doesn't
I
sound familiar.
think the only reason why I know about what happened, I don't think Amber knows. So I don't know if she wants to know, but the only reason why I know about what happens is because I saw your statue.
It's like, I mean, it's just a look. It's not like necessarily a story spoiler. Do you want to see it, Amber?
Yeah, I'll see it.
Okay.
Let me see if it's the one I'm thinking it is at least.
Oh, should I cover my eyes?
I mean, you do whatever you want, man. You know, in your world, they're all gonna live happily ever after anyway, so it don't matter.
They will. They will. Oh man, is there a way to blow you up or something?
You know what? I didn't look as bad as I thought. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. That looks really awesome.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick.
Wow. I love that.
That's what that's actually like that statue is like an image taken directly out of the manga. So that this particular like shot will be shown in the anime for sure.
Oh,
like it's
that's really cool.
kind of an
it's
iconic image.
bunny, yeah.
That's
a
what
good way to
Casey's
say it.
looking forward to saying.
Oh, yes. Gotta
That's
love
really
gotta love the darkness, man.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah,
darkness,
Doesn't
my old
love
friend.
Spider-Man Venom, like
some Donnie Darko vibes, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Well, any final comments from anybody else about? I mean, unfortunately, I know what's gonna. I mean, fortunately and unfortunately, I know what's going on. I can't really predict anything, so I know what's going to happen. Jeremiah knows what's going to happen. But any final thoughts from anybody?
I mean, I'm just really excited. I mean, this has just been a build up. It's the reason why we've watched season 1 through 5, and for me personally, so I'm just excited to all unfold and just get to enjoy the ride. It's been awesome. And thanks again for having us.
Definitely.
Yes, thank you.
I love doing this. This is amazing. So it's good to be around like-minded people.
For
who
sure.
are all casuals.
I know.
You felt bad for not bringing them on to Dobby's dance. I was like, hey, it could be worse. You could invite them out, like, two old, like, high school alums. Like, hey, we should have you over for Bleach at some point, dip down games, and then just never text you again,
Hey, man, we were down for that. We were down for the Bleach.
We tried once, and then I remember y'all couldn't make it for one, and I was like, yeah, no, next time. And then they just got so sporadic.
Right,
I can make a lot of excuses. I'm just a horrible person. So
we're
That's
all
what it comes
here.
down to, honestly.
No.
We're all here.
Yes.
Feel free to talk about Bleach. We're all here.
Mhm.
I mean,
no, like Bleach was great, but we could always talk about Bleach. We're actually going to be doing a
I'm
segment
giving the
soon.
floor to you guys. If you guys want to talk about Bleach, go ahead and talk about Bleach.
What did y'all watch Bleach? Did y'all watch all of this first segment? The first
We
Yes,
were
four, if
all
you will?
wrapped
caught
up.
up.
Super disappointed that it's like 6 months or some crap like that, you know?
Mhm.
I'd
At least
rather
it's
them
not
take
10
the time,
years.
though.
Yeah.
Eh,
I'd
There's
rather
that.
them take the time.
Yeah.
I would rather them
yeah.
take time if they're going to bring that level of animation and
Ooh.
Oh,
dedication
dude, it
to it.
was fire.
So
Then-
good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
That's why I was always worried that Bleach and My Hero were going to pretty much be competing for the limelight for this particular season, you know.
Mhm.
But it seems they both did just fine, you know.
Oh yeah.
My
Oh, yeah.
Hero obviously has a different feel than Bleach. Bleach is hitting the nostalgia levels, and it is killing it.
Yes.
Yeah,
You want to
Yeah,
know what
but-
really
but-
took the limelight, though? You want to know what really took the limelight?
Pokemon.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, really.
Chainsaw Man, come on now.
It did. It did.
That was
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
hold on, yeah, keep going, yeah.
No. So I wanted to ask y'all though. So I guess we'll start with you, young lady. Miss Amber? What were your thoughts on the Bleach first core?
I'm so happy to have it back. For one thing, you know, I'm just so happy to have
Mhm.
Bleach back. I mean, it was a big one for me, and so this guy
It's
over
true.
here.
Love it. Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna
Oh
put that.
my
Yeah.
god.
Chainsaw Man, yeah.
It's good. It's a good look. That's good. But
Yeah.
That's
love Bleach.
beautiful.
Love it so much. And
Yeah.
I love what they've done with it. They're doing a great job of bringing it back and everything. And I mean, you know, it's hitting all the things that you want to hit. And so I hate waiting so long, but like you said, I mean, do it right. Say we've already waited this long. Let's get it right.
That's true. That is true.
I decided, so I haven't watched up until 1,000 Year Blood War. I actually had not watched a single episode of Bleach. So
Nice.
I hopped in with pretty much zero knowledge on the series. And so I was just kind of just like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just see what happens. I'm actually instead of watching it, I'm reading the manga right now. So
Hey, there you go.
I have to have all 687 chapters read by July for the next core.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I'm not
gonna be
too
good.
far off from you.
It'll be
I'm
good.
I
not-
have to
I'm
read
not-
I have to read like 5 chapters a day in order to make that happen.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not too far off
Reading it
from you
now
though.
instead of watching it.
Yeah. Are you reading it too?
No, I
Huh?
was gonna say that started Bleach eons ago, and then fell apart, kind of just whatever happened, and then to fill in the gap, I just kind of just consumed as much as I could via episodes, via like 6-hour summaries, via whatever manga I could find, things like that, just to. Like, I gotta get in touch. I gotta get on top of this. Amber, on the other hand, over here, just watched this 7 times over, and
Atta girl! Yeah. I'm watching
Amber's
it
over here
with my
filling me
wife.
in.
It's my
Right.
5th time going through. I'm like, take
Right,
it, girl.
right.
Like, I'm really quoting these scenes.
Right. Yep. It's
Yeah,
so good.
but I
So
mean,
good.
it's still, I can still appreciate it, what it's doing, and I mean, like I said, did watch for a while, and just the difference in the time jump, man, outstanding animation,
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
lights out
Well, and so
animation.
at the start of the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc, and then going forward into, of course, the end of the Karakura War, and the Soul Key War with Aizen and stuff, and then going into the Soul Mod arc, the Soul Mod Rebellion, which is a whole nother so the Muramasa Zanpakuto Rebellion and the Soul Mod Rebellion are both filler, right? But they made the statement they weren't going to use recycled scenes. They were actually going to put their heart and soul into it, even to the filler arcs. If they're going to make it, they're going to break it, right? And
Nice.
they have kept, like, if you go back and watch that all the way through Fullbring, the animation just took this turn of amazing. And now it's like, okay, I know this is about to end, but why would you do it now? Why would you do it in the last 30 episodes?
Mhm.
What the hell is wrong with you? And so but I really like that they kept that going here. We don't have recycled scenes in fighting. Everything is crisp, clean. It kind of reminded me of old style black and white Japanese films
Oh yeah.
slash
Yeah.
kaiju. But
Yeah.
I think I've got the kaiju feel because Shiro Sagisu is also the composer of the music for Shin Godzilla
Oh
that was
wow.
released a few years. Yes, and so a lot of his music, I'm hearing that. My wife is big into kaiju's, and
Okay.
into Godzilla movies, the old and the new, and so I hear a
Interesting.
lot of his stuff, and so when I heard it, I was like, wow, you can really see where a lot of his works have developed, and this is pretty much his masterpiece. I say all this though to say, Brent, I remember you asked once, and you asked at the end of of the Bleach thing, do we believe Tite Kubo, this was his master plan all along?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Or yeah. And so I want to ask you two that question. So where we are now, I don't know if y'all have read the manga, and if you haven't, that's fine. Because all you need to do is watch these first 12 episodes. Do you think that
Right.
this is where Tite Kubo thought this anime was going to end? I'm especially like really eager to hear Amber's, so I'm going to start with you, Stevie. Do you think this was all like this is the machinations of a man who knew from episode 1 this is where we would be, in Thousand Year Blood War Arc?
Man, I don't think so. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, man. It's just huge time gap like that. I don't know. I thought I heard, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I read somewhere, or maybe I'm thinking of anime, what it had changed. The ending had entirely changed beforehand, or they're changing some things to the ending or something like that, or am I thinking about another anime?
Possibly Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan changing its endings was coming in. We don't know what it's doing here with the anime to the manga. We're hoping no filler arcs.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
but you would say like you don't know, and that's fair too. Like you say, you watched a bit of it and you caught bits and pieces. I guess I will move then to Amber. Amber, do you think this is a Kubo masterpiece or a Kubo? Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's retcon a lot of this. What do you think?
I honestly would think a masterpiece personally, just because
Okay.
of I mean, there's just so many things that just fell so perfectly into place, like just Ichigo's just history and everything. It felt so seamless to me personally, and so I would think that it had to be planned out. I mean, I don't know, but it was perfect to me. So
Hey, I'll take it. Casey, he had asked that question before. I don't remember. What was your response to that?
To which one?
Do you think this is a Kubo masterpiece, or do you think that he is literally just like, oh god, okay, a new arc, let's just make
Winging
it
it.
completely different, like we're winging it and trying to pull it all together? What do you think?
Oh, to be honest, I do kind of feel like the ending was a bit rushed. A little bit, especially with how it ends. I did not feel comfortable, or not comfortable. I didn't feel satisfied. I wanted a little bit more. But I mean, as for what we got, it was a pretty badass ending on that whole thing. But
It is.
as for it, I do think it was a bit rushed, and I do think he was just trying to get it out and done with. So I do remember we actually did have that conversation.
We did, and so this is the part where I have to be the peasant here, because I intentionally dodged that question last time, and I'm intentionally dodging it now. And the reason why is because, and I will say it, Brent, you need to get farther. Before
I
I
know.
answer that question, I want you done with it, and then I will tell the world my no, and I mean this. Like I've told this actually to a few very close friends, and it's thrown them off completely. But I will tell you exactly why I believe what I believe. But
Okay.
I love Bleach, and I love Bleach. I think it's a masterpiece in itself. The Thousand Year Blood War Arc. It's a shame we had to wait 10 years to get it, but you know what? I'd wait 10 more years if I knew it was going to look this good. So
yes,
True. That's
Yes.
very
get a
true.
Yes.
little farther into it. That gives anybody time to catch up. But if you like, I will tell you my
Okay.
theory proved true, and I will point out why I believe what I believe. And but I will do all that whenever you catch up, buddy.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, so to wrap things up, I'd like to hear some of the anime that you're looking forward to in 2023. So we'll start with Jeremiah, and we'll just kind of go down the line here. Jeremiah, what are some anime that you're looking forward to in 2023?
Oh my gosh, there's a plethora, but the remake of Rurouni Kenshin and Trigun,
Yes.
all are on. They are on top on my list right now. Konosuba season 4, is it? I think it's season 4. but the new Konosuba is going to be awesome as well. But I'm really looking more towards the nostalgic stuff. You know, the next Bleach coming out, the Trigun and Rurouni Kenshin. I am just and I'm sorry, I lied. Solo Leveling, guys. Manhwas have taken over ever since Tower of
Yes.
God and Noblesse
Yes.
came over, and Solo Leveling is one of my favorite series. I'm literally my workplace gives me a stipend so I can actually decorate my office, and I'm just like flooding it with manga, specifically and the light novel and the novels and the mangas for those. And I'm like, yeah, anything. That is a great manhwa to read, and it's going to be coming out. It is being produced by A1 Studios, I believe.
Oh man.
Nice.
And I am looking forward to that. So those would be my 4: Bleach, Trigun, Rurouni Kenshin, Solo Leveling. So
Nice. CV Ray, what are you looking forward to this year?
Genshin, that one, that's a phenomenal anime. I remember watching coming home. I did like the tsunami and all that stuff, and looking forward to that. So that's a huge one for me. I have Spy Family season 2. I love me some Spy Family.
Yes.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
yeah.
So good.
This season's gonna be nuts on Jujutsu
Oof.
Kaisen. I've been reading the manga. This season's gonna be nuts for Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. Of course, Attack on Titan is going to be another big one for me. I think that might be it for me. I want to say that's going to be it.
All right, Amber, how about you?
I mean, you guys all listed pretty much all the good stuff, really. I mean, I'm excited about all of that.
Dr. Stone, sorry.
Oh gosh. Yep.
Dr. Stone.
Yep. That's another one. Yes.
How could I forget?
Nice.
Gotta
You
take all
just
the
steal
good.
it from her. Gosh.
Yes,
As I normally do.
and you leave me with the one that I can never remember how to say. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's based off of a game, and it's like Nier.
Underwater River. Near
Nier
Oh, Near Automata.
Nier Automata,
Thank
yes.
you. That one. I'm super excited about that.
Wasn't there a webtoon you're excited about as well?
Oh yeah, he mentioned it. The Solo Leveling.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Yep, super
Solo
excited.
Leveling,
I'm actually
baby!
reading
Like,
it, so
I
there
read
we
it a
go.
long time ago, and then I heard it was in talks to come to an anime, and so I read it again. I got my wife into it, which opened her into a world of manhwas. And like right now, like I'm hoping this actually opens the door for Elliseed to become an anime. I don't know if you've read
Yeah.
Elliseed.
I've heard of it. Haven't read it.
Read Elliseed. It's
Okay.
from the creator and the artist of Noblesse, and I believe Solo Leveling kind of did a collab.
Okay.
And so it's really good. So
I'll
I
check
have
that
the
one out
light
next.
novel. I need to start reading it.
Yeah.
She has us watching.
it's
What
good,
is it?
dude.
Lookism.
Yep, lookism. That's what we're doing right now. So,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll have to look into
No.
that one.
Another
Yeah.
big webtoon, yeah.
it's rough.
It's
Okay.
really rough.
It's rough.
It's super rough.
Okay. Rough, like in a good way, rough in a bad
Like
way.
it's
like
not,
rough,
it's not my
like,
typical.
no.
I like happy joy, and this is like not at all.
This is super just like sad,
Lookism,
depressing
is that a
shit.
manhwa or is it a manga?
So it was off the web comics. I think that's where it originated. I'm pretty
Yeah, the
sure.
webtoons,
But yeah, and so that's where I first saw it. I read a little bit of it, but then it was coming out, so I stopped reading it just to start watching it. And it's rough. It's rough.
It's super sad, man.
It's so sad.
No, webtoons kind of got me, and that's when I stopped reading manga and going over to there. I love scrolling to read, and it just
Yeah.
it was just like
Yes.
so great. And some
Yes.
of their stories are fantastic. Not to throw
Yes.
a plug in there, but guys, if you want a trip, go read stuff like Bastard and Dice. Bastard's good, but Dice was one of
Okay.
my favorites for the longest time. It was the first webtoon that they would produce that had music to every, I think, 5th chapter. And
Oh,
since
really?
then, a Purple Hyacinth, which is about a detective and a thief or assassin pairing
Okay.
up, has music every chapter or every release. It's actually really good to read. So I'm just promoting now, but guys, if you're on webtoons, I've got
have to
tons of
send me
things to
Amber's the one who
read.
got me
I'm
into it,
so
man.
interested,
Amber
yeah.
is like
Purple
just
Hyacinth
into
is
this.
good. I love music. What it does is it starts music at certain parts. Dice did it first with a beautiful piano compilation, especially on the first one, and Purple Hyacinth is doing the same thing, and it's just beautiful music that the artist put with it. I believe
Man.
they produce it too,
Yeah,
and it
right.
like just goes with the episode. And as you're scrolling, it gets to different points in the music. It's just like it's great. So
Yeah.
Unordinary. Have y'all read that or Gamer?
I have that one saved up. I haven't started it yet.
I let
Yeah.
Amber
Which
read
one?
all the shit, and then she just tells me
So
the good stuff.
Unordinary I gave it to or I told Brent about it not too long ago. If you want a realistic My Hero Academia, that's Unordinary.
Okay.
And then Gamer is just great. Gamer is hilarious. I think everyone's doing a disservice to themselves by not reading Gamer. That shit's hilarious. So
I don't have that one on my
But-
list. I'll have to add it.
it's good.
Yeah.
So
All right, Casey, what about you? What are you looking forward to this year?
Oh, I mean, you guys already took it. I definitely looking forward to Bo Fury though. Season 2. Gotta
I
love
keep
it.
forgetting about that. Yes.
I think that starts tomorrow.
No
Does it?
way.
Yeah.
Well, I
think
know
it
what
starts-
I'm doing tomorrow.
It starts this weekend. Like I think it starts this weekend, either tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. Starts this
I'm gonna
weekend.
let my wife
Sweet.
know because she loved that.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to Jujutsu Kaisen, mainly because I want to know what Panda's sister is.
Yeah.
It bugs me, but it does. Like, I want to know what she is.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So I have that. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, you guys have pretty much stated everything else that I have been looking forward to. I think that's all that's coming to my mind right now. I know that there's probably going to be others. I'm definitely looking forward to Trigun
Yes.
because who doesn't love Trigun?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
with
Don't know about it. Okay.
I'm
what's
just
his
ignorant,
name?
though. I'm just
Antonio, Julio, John, whatever his huge long name
right,
is.
right.
I just love it, and I've always loved Vash, and he's always been my soul animal.
Apronella, Zefax, Sika de Berhertz, Gambi Gobila, Blue Stradivari, Talented Pierre, Andre Charlatan,
Who is
Haymas,
this?
Ivan
Who
Who
Peachy,
is this?
Valdius George, Deutzel Kaiser III, but you may call me Vash.
Yes.
Or don't forget to write.
Oh, you're just so silly, Mr. Vash. What have I told you about using my real name?
This is Trigun. This is the one you want me to
It is
rewatch?
Yes,
Trigun.
it's so good. Okay, hey, don't you judge.
I
You just don't
I don't know,
understand yet.
man.
You'll see. You don't understand yet. Okay.
I'm
Trust
worried.
me,
If you can watch
it
that-
works. It works for the anime. It really
Okay.
works
It
for
does.
it.
It really.
It's
All right, all
beautiful,
right.
and episode 5 is a masterpiece, just like G Gundam.
hmm
So
Casey,
So-
did you watch
go
the
ahead.
movie, the Jujutsu Kaisen movie?
The Jujutsu Kaisen movie? No, I have
Zero.
not.
Zero?
Zero? Oh, okay. that's what-
I think
So
I've watched
good.
parts of Zero. I don't think I've watched the entire thing.
Oh
Gotcha,
yeah,
okay.
Zero was really good.
I need to
Yeah.
go back and watch that.
I have certain feelings about the
We
movie.
got feelings.
Overall was good, but I have certain feelings about like the
Some kind of
combat.
vague feelings. Yeah.
Or the
but-
combat.
What concerns you? Like, now I'm curious.
yeah,
I mean, this throughout the the season, the anime, the combat is really what drives that whole thing home. Like it is super sick, nasty, and then I just feel like there was too many. I mean, I get it's a movie, you got to cram so much time into beginning and end, but man, like I just feel like there was one too many times where badass fight scene was about to start. It was about to go down. The main dude, it was kind of the main villain fight, like the one girl. I can't remember her name right now with the. With the one stick or whatever, and then like it'll come back to it, and then like they're already knocked out. Like there's just a little too much of like starting a fight, but then we missed like the meat
the
of
off-screen
potatoes.
Right.
fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand how that gets
Mhm.
annoying after a while. Because
So
you want to
It's
see
like-
fighting.
Are you talking about the stuff that happens in the city? Like the off screen stuff that happens in the city while during basically like they're never mind. I don't know where I'm going at with that.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
I'll have to rewatch it to see what you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
are talking about,
It
because
just seemed a little rushed, man. It just seemed a little
Especially the
rushed.
main fight, the big, pivotal moment, like right there towards the end, whenever you're expecting it, everything happens like off screen. You come back and it's like done deal, and it's like okay.
Like I just wish it was another season. I just wish it was just a season.
well, the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero is a singular volume. Yeah, and I thought it was pretty well done.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to go back. I'll have to reread the volume and go back and watch the movie again just to kind of see if I can see what you guys are talking about.
You might be
So
referencing the fact that I think all the friends, because weren't they just like defeated? We never got to see them
But
fight
yes,
main
yes.
guy.
Yeah, we
It's just
never.
the fact that he's stepping over Panda. I'm like, oh, I really am interested to see how that one played out.
Yeah, there
Right,
were so many
you
big
know?
badass fights. Like, yes, I want to, and
Yeah.
like, oh,
I think it did. I think it did fine by the volume, but
Mhm.
I do agree. Like I loved it. No, trust me, I'm not saying that it wasn't good. What
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying is,
no.
man, I wanted more
Yeah.
from that. Like
Mhm.
Yes,
you
Yes,
know,
yes,
exactly.
so I and I compared it to Mugen Train. Mugen Train had a
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good mix of the fighting, of the pivotal moments, of the setup, of just like every moment I feel was brought into detail. You know, if
if
anything,
anything,
go.
Mugen Train expanded on what was in the manga.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's but they gave you enough to be like, yeah, like the fact that he fought the upper three villain at the very end, you know,
Oh my
in
Oh
itself
yeah.
goodness.
in itself was a surprise that was called, but honestly not. Yeah, yeah, but it was not like so. There's things about Mugen Train.
Oh
I
yeah.
called that. Yeah, like I didn't read on, but I called he was gonna die. My boy
Rengoku.
Rengoku. Like
Yeah.
I called it right out the gate after his explanation of the Hashira with Flame, and yeah, I'm the top Flame. He's like, oh, he's dead. And I'm like,
Oh no! Don't talk
I'm in a
about
movie
No.
Rengoku
theater.
like that, man.
Well, no, no. So
No.
we're in a movie theater with like 8 of our friends, and we're just like, and I said that like, and one who's red, like, why would you say that, Juice? Nickname's Juice. Like, why would you say that? She's like, because he's gonna die. And she's like, why would you say that? Like, no. I'm like, she's trying to keep everybody out of the loop because she knows what's about to happen. And I'm like, no, he literally just explained that typically the best of the cardinal like powers are Hashira, and he's the flame guy. Tanjiro is both flame and water. Gyo has his own fucking manga series. It ain't happening. He ain't beating
No.
Gyo. So
Tanjiro isn't flame. Tanjiro isn't flame.
so while you will explain that the sun or what he is the original form and the pure form that looks down on the flames, as was pointed out later in the anime. So yeah, no, Rengoku is gonna die. He was not beating Gyo. I was like, now you're telling me he's gonna have to take the place of Rengoku or Gyo, and Gyo has been confirmed for a season 2 in his manga alone. It ain't happening here. Like if that man's still alive, that man dies.
Mhm.
Same thing
No.
with Mirio back in the day. It's like, nope, that power's leaving. He's either dead or he's losing that power. Mind you, he got it back just to show us why it wouldn't matter. But you know, like I'm just
Mhm.
saying though, like when he first showed off, like, wow, yeah, he's stronger than Deku in every way. He's dead. Like he's being taken off the board. Like
Well, let me ask
who?
you this. Let me ask you this. In regards to Jujutsu Kaisen, don't you think Gojo is broken?
Oh God, he's beautiful.
Yeah.
Ah,
Like shouldn't
No
shouldn't
complaints.
his
No complaints
character
here.
be taken off the board?
no.
So technically, it's already
Nah.
hinted that his character is going to be taken off the board, or
No.
that.
What?
Yeah, I
What?
mean, it's already been hinting. There's the plans
When?
in motion to get him off the board, but even more than that, there's also a slight hint that he himself might take himself off the board. So,
Oof.
What?
but
I mean, that'd be the way to go.
That'd be
that's a
that
whole
would be
nother
kind of time. Good way to go,
conversation.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, he is busted. I love every
Man.
bit of him, though. I love his
Yes.
attitude.
Gojo's
Yeah,
great.
man. Can't get rid of him. Come on now.
Gojo between Gojo and Todo, because and that's the like my wife and I and a bunch of our friends try to like look like who would I be in this, and so we do it with everybody, and so when it came to me, it's like a mix of Gojo and Todo. Now Todo and the Woogie Woogie, I love every single time. I want to be him because like he goes into weird things, but Gojo's so quick to just give up on humanity. And I think that's why I want it for him, just because he'd be like, huh, yeah, all the higher ups want to kill you, Yuji. And they tried
Right.
to
Yeah.
assassinate you. Huh. wonder what would happen if I just went and took all their heads off. It's like, just says it nonchalantly, like, oh, you're staging a coup here in the freezer. Like, and like he gives no shits about like the hierarchy because he knows how good he is, and like everybody looks at me like, you're arrogant. Like I get Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins, and it's that arrogance he protrudes.
Yes,
Where he'll just say whatever he wants to. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll take that. If that also means I could break a barrier meant only for me, and then twist a man's arms and legs off by looking at him, like, I'll take it. But no, so Gojo, I do agree. Gojo is busted, and they're already working on taking him off the board.
I don't want it.
I don't want any of it.
No.
I know the story going on longer, but I do have actually do my ass out. Do y'all think that they do very well with the female characters in Jujutsu Kaisen? Like, it's a big deal to me when you watch certain action anime. They put women into like either damsel in distress or way more masculine than me, and it's just like, okay, yeah. So either she can palm me, or she really they really build up the womanly wiles. In this, I think the most interesting characters in Jujutsu Kaisen is every female character I have met so far.
I would say
Maki
so. Yeah.
is fantastic, and like they try to sexualize her, but you also have to remember that she'll just kill you without a second thought. It's beautiful.
Right. Yeah.
Was it Nobara, like the girl?
Nobara? Yeah.
She is
crazy.
She is bae, and at the end of that anime, when she's stabbing herself, she's like, "Now we're just playing roulette here." and even the demon, just like, she's the devil.
Yeah.
Obviously, I came in the wrong fight.
The demon's just like, she's the demon.
Yeah, Miwa. I love Miwa. Yes, useless Miwa here. Even though her power and her domain, though not complete, has to be one of the best ones. You know, the whole you step within the circle and I'll know exactly how to kill you. It's like, holy crap! Like, I say that it's very important to me because I'm all about strong heroines in anime and manga. I really fell in love with Soul Eater because they made sure that every woman, including Tsubasa, like Tsubaki, how she, bro, including Tsubaki, how she was so timid and yet still one of the strongest females out there. And it's important to me. It's not that the guys take precedence or they have to protect them. Most of the time, it's Maka, Tsubaki, Patty, and Liz protect. You know, like, come on now. And I love things like that. Where it's like, it's just a me thing. That's why I hate Sword Art Online. Because of what they did to Asuna at the beginning. I understand that she redeems herself going on, but the whole, wow, she's just as good as Kirito. We even watched a movie that was great. Hey, cool, yeah, she's just as good as Kirito. Why is she the damsel in distress from like episode 7 through the whole of first season?
I know.
And so that's why I really like Jujutsu Kaisen. And I know I got long was like, I'm just saying, like, I respect that author for making sure that they are strong, independent women. They don't need you. They don't need you. Like, it's not Itadori and his side chick. It is literally them two together being the funniest duo of all time when they're together. You know?
Anyway. Maki is bae in that Jujutsu Kaisen, dude.
Man.
She is so BA, bro. Like, are you kidding me? She can't even see the shit. She's still whooping ass. Like, come on, bro.
I
know, bro.
Yes.
Golly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry. That went off the rails. Sorry.
So what I'm looking forward to this year is, so I'm going to throw out some ones that you probably aren't too familiar with. I'm looking forward to this new one called Undead Unluck.
Okay.
Basically, it's kind of hard to explain, but this girl who has this ability that whenever she touches someone, they get bad luck, and then she encounters this guy who's has the ability. He doesn't die, so he's undead. So he doesn't die. He's lived for hundreds of years. So basically, the premise of the show is undead wants to use unluck, so the girl's power, to die. So that's the concept of that show. So I'm looking forward to that one. The other one that I'm looking forward to, it's called Dan to Dan, and it's about these two kids who get like, so there's one kid who doesn't believe in like paranormal like entities, and then there's this so it's the girl doesn't believe in aliens and the kid doesn't believe in paranormal entities, and they each encounter the other one that they don't believe in, and then they get superpowers from them. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Okay.
Of course.
Of course, I'm so stoked for Dr. Stone season 3. We finally get introduced to the primary villain in season 3, and I'm legitimately not. And I'm legitimately like, what I'm about to say is like, I'm not trying to troll Jeremiah, but I am genuinely looking forward to Mashoko Tensei season 2. No, seriously, I'm not trying to troll Jeremiah with that. I'm really looking forward to season 2 of that.
I'm looking forward to it too. And as Brent so candidly told me a long time ago, hey, because it's actually following time progression, it can only get better, It can only get more legal. It's like,
and then of course, Demon Slayer Swordsmith arc.
Yes.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Yes. Yes.
But yeah,
and
so
Brent, don't forget also, I was reincarnated into a slime the movie.
Oh yeah.
Coming out this month.
Man, already.
I know. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Jeremiah, where can we find you at?
Dude, let's chat on all the social medias except for Facebook. So of course, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and of course our YouTube. You'll catch us live doing the Wheel of Game Pass, doing some streams, and we've started doing our podcast again. So look out for that on your podcasting profile, Spotify, and all that. At Dude, let's chat.
Stevie Ray and Amber, where can we find you guys at?
Dip Down Anime on YouTube. Go ahead. We do some reactions on there. We're starting to do some more stuff, some cool stuff planned. We want to do more live shows kind of like this on there. So we got some plans for 2023. And then Dip Down Games over on YouTube again, Twitter, things like that. I have given Amber the keys to Dip Down Games. Let her do her solo. I know. Last time I did that, she crashed the car.
How dare you? I'm amazing.
And we're gonna do some of the kind of spooky kind of stuff on there, some horror games, things like that, a lot of lives and streams and things like that. So, she's gonna go run that over there, and I'll let her be free.
Nice.
It's been a good time.
Where can they?
Uh-oh.
Well,
we'll never know what his question is.
Well, you guys can find us.
I don't know.
Are we back? What up? We're back. All right.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if that might. I think that was something on my end. So it's like I'm looking at my router right now just to see if it was like tripping out. So Casey, where can they find? Where can everyone?
You guys can totally find us right here at Work in Progress SLO, all one word. We usually gather together so that way we can have these small discussions about anime and games and enjoy company of fellow nerds, even if they are complete casuals. But
yeah, man.
All right. Well, everyone, thanks for tuning in. And once again, Stevie Ray and Amber, it's a pleasure to have you. And I'm looking forward to doing this again in the near future. And you know what? Screw you, Jeremiah. I'm not happy to have you. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I'm sorry to be here. Like, I have to apologize to my dad every year. Like, so.
All right. Well, everyone, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.